And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is a new update that's coming out today. It looks like they're going to be pushing it here shortly, so you'll probably get a client update. New characters. So they're just talking about Jango Fett coming in, talking about Cad Bane's rework led the way for the new Xanadu Bloods ship. By the way, I have a ship video on that out today. It's crazy with the Houndstooth, so make sure to check it out. And of course, they reworked the other bounty hunter, Zam Wessel. So she's definitely been worked out pretty awesome there. They have a little link for any of the additional units you want to check out. You can click, so go to the forums. I'll leave the post link down in the description. Now, as far as changes, there's a ton of changes that are happening. The first and really important is thermal detonators on all characters can no longer be dispelled. That means any character that applies a thermal detonator, including Jawas and all of them, once it's on, they're on. The thermal detonator is locked until it explodes. Also, they're adding a smuggler faction tag, which is kind of cool, and it's gonna go on a number of characters: young Han Solo, Vandor, young Lando, Kira, L3, Infus Nest. Those 5 came out together, or those 6 came out together. And then, of course, the old school vet smugglers, Chewbacca, Han Solo, and Raid Han as well. They've also added the cargo ship tag to Houndstooth. So there's a cargo or smuggler tag and a cargo ship tag, which is kind of cool. Those are both new for the game. Omega battles that they bring out, you know, every once in a while, like on the weekends, can now be simmed. Pretty cool. It says to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of territory battles, special missions, and reward double guild event tokens for September's Hoth Rebel Assault. So that's pretty cool. They're going to double the rewards as a special 1-year anniversary. Enjoy and thanks for playing. All right. Now for events, new events, there's one called Rogue Hunter, which is going to be the event to get Xanadu Blood. There's also one called the Template in the Tempest, which is going to be to get Jango Fett. Now, with Rogue Hunter, it is a basic marquee event where you get the character, or you get the ship, and you have to wait until it's free to play farmable. The same is going to be true with Jango Fett in that he is going to be a marquee event. However, there's going to be a couple extra things. It says extra tiers and bonus rewards that you can then take Jango and your other bounty hunters on some missions. These are some higher end award mod salvage and things like that. So interesting. It's kind of like a marquee plus, if you will, in that it has some of those extra levels at the end. Now there's a new one called Smuggler's Run. It says with the release, we're adding a new resource event. So kind of think of like credit heists and droid smugglings. We're going to call it a Smuggler's Run. In the event, you'll use smuggler characters to try to sneak one over on the Empire and get your smuggled goods to their destination. This event has 4 mission tiers, and so similar to Credit Heist, your 2 attempts are going to be shared. So make sure that you unlock them all first, and then after you unlock them, that you only use the highest level that you're able to complete. It says the event requires smuggler characters, and it's going to award mods and mod salvage. This is really cool, including rare salvage pieces necessary to upgrade, of course, from the 5A to the 6E. That's the gold piece that's currently in the game. So that's pretty cool. Like other resource events, like I mentioned, victory counts are shared across all tiers. So do the highest tier that you can. Note that tier 4 is going to be quite difficult. It says we've added the smuggler profession tag to the following characters, which we mentioned, and this event begins September 18th. You got to be 50 plus, and you can only use that new smuggler faction. Pretty awesome. As far as the Shard Shuffle, Jedi Basilisk Shan is going to be in 2 places. She's going to be on Dark Side Hard 5B, but instead of being a single hard node farm, she's also going to be in Fleet Battles Hard 2D. And then Jolie Bindo is actually going to be Dark Side Hard 6D, and then Fleet Battles 4E. So 2 hard nodes instead of 1, a little better, definitely the right direction. Embo is now in chromium packs and shipments. So what that means is if you use any of your crystals that you earn daily to purchase specific characters out of shipments, Embo will now be in there to do so. And if you do that, Embo is definitely going to be worth doing that for. With the rework, Zamwesa will have a pack that comes out that's going to have the character and stuff. It's going to be, I believe, like $14.99, something like that. I don't know. That's normally what they are. And they're never worth it because they're always farmable characters that you can get up on your own free-to-play farmable, so you don't need that. Into the Breach bundle is going to be the ships bundle, and it's ship and character, so you're going to have to pay a lot for both. If you are going in on this Xanadu Blood ship, then this obviously is going to get you closer to the end goal. But otherwise, if you're not going all in on this ship, I probably wouldn't recommend this. This ship really, for most intents and purposes, really should be maxed out. Otherwise, it could get one shot by other characters. So Into the Breach pack is going to be a new power-up pack. It's the same thing. The 5 blueprints are, averages 7, and it's going to be $12.99 crystals. Again, only if you're going all in on that ship. Smuggler's Faction Mega Pack is pretty awesome. It's new, and it's going to give you 5 different drops of 10 to 330 characters. So you're guaranteed 50 character shards at a minimum. And then also there's a bonus card containing at least 10 of Infest Nest. So you're going to get 60 total shards minimum and a total of 10 at a minimum each time. Now, possible characters are all of those new characters that came out. These are the 5 that are now farmable, and then the guaranteed bonus is Infest Nest. That comes out on the 18th as well. There's going to be a Smuggler Pack, which is going to allow for you to, just for 699 crystals, boost up the Smuggler Faction. I wouldn't do that at all. Those are never a good deal because they're always for the free-to-play farmable characters. As far as Jango Fett's Hunters Bundle, the extra star will probably make him more viable for territory wars and territory battles, an extra day that he'll be able to be utilized. So I do recommend the $9.99 Jango Fett Hunters Bundle. And then Clone Wars Bundle Pack. This is, again, only if you're going all in on the character. You're going to get an average of 7 shards dropped for 1,300 crystals. Pretty big. There's a lot of fixes going in. A bug has been fixed with the Ion Cannon level 3 description. It no longer starts on cooldowns. You do it. Protection up will now correctly apply to an ally unit and will no longer stack on itself. That's for Jolie. A updated contraband cargo's deadly tier description to display the correct requirements. So that's good since that's coming out. Fixed a bug where Sith Trooper will deal damage to himself under protection when he counterattacks. That was kind of a weird bug. I'm glad that they caught that and fixed that. Updated Sabine's Dark Saber ability, so she always inflicts Armor Shred with 50% reduction per stack. I'm really glad that Armor Shred's fixed now. Poe Dameron's X-Wing Dramatic Entrance buff will now correctly refresh when an enemy's defeated. That's good. Hopefully they'll get it to where he always uses his special when he comes in instead of just a silly basic or the Foresight ability. Sith Fighter's unique buff will now be granted properly during assist calls, so that's good. The Sith Fighter had some issues. The Chimera's basic ability, Calculated Strike, being able to stun or daze allies for the assist call. Select stunned or dazed allies. Shouldn't have been able to do that. Fixed a bug where Embo will always gain both offense and protection. Well, that's too bad. Luminara and Dolly's Leadership Elegant Steps now grants heal over time to allies if they gained defense penetration up or legendary battle meditation. Fixed a bug where Hunting Party's damage penalty is stacking with other sources of offense debuff. Fixed a bug where Bosk's leadership contract does not trigger. Kylo Ren's Ragged Cut will no longer allow healing on enemies inflicted with healing immunity. And a bug has been fixed with Asajj Ventress's second special, applying defense down before dealing damage. So there you have it. That is what's happening. There's a bunch of stuff moving around in the game like any other update. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. What are your thoughts of where everyone is going and who's becoming free-to-play farmable? What does it mean? Leave them in the comments down below. And keep your gaming on. Warrior out.